How to Play Werewolf. Werewolf is a game for 5 to as many players as you can handle. Any more? Well, these are officially licensed cards. If you don't have any, or too broke to afford them, you could always play without cards, or just write down the roles. The goal of the game is to play to discover who is the werewolf, and kill him before he can kill the rest of the villaging team. Play starts by giving every player a secret role card that they must keep secret. I'm lonely. The role you receive cements your place in the game. You can either be on the werewolf team or the villaging team, though there might be other teams trying to win for themselves. The werewolves are a carnivorous bunch. Their goal is to kill and eat every single villager. A good rule of thumb is to have one werewolf for every 5 players. Here we have the simple villager, the most plentiful of the villaging team. While they have no special powers of their own, their sheer numbers and complete innocence have often helped them kill off the werewolf horde. Next, we have one of the most powerful cards on the villaging team, the Seer. They have an extreme power. At night, they can check one player to see if he is on the villaging team or the werewolf team. It's interesting to note that it isn't always wise to tell others what you have learned as a seer. For instance, if werewolves know who the seer is, they can be very easily killed off. Plus, because no one knows who anyone really is, anyone could claim to be the seer and set everything aflame. Plus, there are other cards that seem like werewolves, but are not. While there are several roles in this game, this How to Play will only discuss the most basic roles. Now, there are several websites dedicated to explaining these additional roles. Along with these roles, there must also be a moderator. This player is not on any team. It will know what role every player has, as well as informing the players who the werewolf killed during the night. While anyone can be a moderator, an interesting spin is to choose a player who is a great storyteller to give each death flair. The part you've been waiting for. Gameplay starts by the moderator taking all of the cards, after informing all the players what the roles are, shuffling them, and dealing one out to every player. That player secretly looks at the card. The game immediately starts with a nighttime phase. I can't tell if it got darker. At this point, all players must close their eyes for the werewolf to reveal himself. When the moderator says so, the werewolf player opens their eyes and chooses a player to kill. If there are 2 or more werewolf players, they must both agree on a single target to kill, or else no one will die that night. Once the werewolves have chosen a target to die, it is now the seer's turn. Their ability allows them to see if any players on the villaging or werewolf team. It is then time to wake up! The moderator then tells all the players who died the previous night. The dead player's role is then revealed to the public, in most cases, and their body is cleared. Now it is time to discuss. All remaining players must then try and convince the other players on who they think the werewolf is. If they have information, they share it, or they could be lying. The remaining villagers must then vote for who they think is the werewolf. Whoever gets the most votes is killed. if the last werewolf is voted off, the villaging team is successful and has won the game. However, if the werewolf team kills all of the remaining villagers, or outnumbers the villagers at any point, the werewolf team has won. If you find that one team is winning a lot more than the other, you can balance things out by playing more cards from the losing team. It should balance things a bit. Thanks for watching How to Play Werewolf.